Well, I'm gonna teach 3x5. There's not that many videos of this song, guitar lesson of this song on YouTube. There's one that I know of by the channel mayortabs.com, and whoever's playing it, he's just playing it, and the camera's really close up. And for a lot of you intermediate to advanced players, I mean that's good. I mean, you guys will probably catch on to it, but a lot of you beginners might not. And this is where I'm gonna come in. For those of you that don't know me, I teach a lot of Mexican songs on YouTube in Spanish. I've had success because I like to teach very simply, very detailed. Especially for beginners, because I remember how when I was learning, sometimes it just felt impossible learning anything. But whatever. It's time to get into the song, and I'm sure you guys will learn the song, especially those of you who are beginners. So let's get started. And by the way, I learned this song because I bought his tab book, the John Mayer official Room for Squares tab book. So I'm gonna be teaching you the way he played it on the album, pretty much. And I'm playing it on my little Martin right here. It's a nice Martin. It's the LXM, made in Mexico. It's awesome. I just don't have my bigger Martin here with me, but this will do. So let's just get into it. First off, you're gonna need a capo, and if you don't, you might want to hold off on this video. Go get one. They sell them at Target, Walmart, obviously Guitar Center, and other places, but get one for sure if you don't already. And we're going to be putting it on the 8th fret, okay? 8th fret. So, now, we're going to be doing it's like an E minor 7. And I won't, since my main audience is beginners, I won't even say the names of the chords. I'm just going to be teaching you the way to play it, okay? So, you can look up the chords later, but this is so, I can make it as simple as possible. Alright? So, you're going to want to put, your index and middle finger, like if you're playing an E minor. You might know this already, So, on the 2nd fret, remember when you put the capo, the fret next to it turns into the 1st fret. So on the 2nd fret, relative to the capo, you're going to put your index finger right there on the 5th string, and your middle finger right below it on the same fret on the 4th string. And then you're going to put your ring finger on the 2nd fret on the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. So those 3 fingers, that's it. And that's the beginning chord. So, and the strum pattern, I don't know, kind of listen to it and get the feel for it, Alright, and actually, if you're a beginner, you might feel comfortable just playing that until you start singing. But according to the book, he's playing something. Something like that. And to play that, I'll show you, and you can try. So play that for one measure, and then you're gonna leave your index finger where it is, and then put your middle finger right there, where your ring finger was. So the 2nd string on the 3rd fret, and then you're gonna put your ring finger on the 4th string on the 4th fret. So you got those 2 chords in progression. So, and then like I said, this is kind of a stretch, especially if you're a beginner. So your fingers are gonna stretch a lot. So you might want to hold off on that and just play the 1st chord until you start singing. But I'm still gonna show you. So you got those 2 chords, and then the 3rd one, leave your index finger is not gonna move. So take off the other two fingers, and then you're gonna put your ring finger on the 4th string on the 5th fret. So that's after the 12th fret without the capo, but it's the 5th fret, okay? So, and then your pinky on the 2nd string of that same fret. So, and then it should sound like that. So, in progression, you got, and then you got, and for the final chord of the intro, you're just gonna move your pinky to the 7th fret. So you got all 4 chords down? And that's pretty much it for the intro. And then he goes back to the first chord. Let's just call the first chord E minor 7, okay? Well, it is, well, it's not, well, let's just call it E minor 7, okay? Sorry for the confusion. So, the home chord, okay? So then he goes back to the home chord, and then he starts singing. So you got, and you have this letter. So he sings those 2 parts. It's the first verse, and it's the same chord progression. He just repeats it 2 times. So, starting with the home chord, you go, you can strum it however you want. Just make sure it's you know, it goes along with the rhythm and the beat. So, those chords are the home chord, that's the second one. So, and John Mayer plays with his thumb a lot. So if you want to play like him, I would suggest to start using your thumb. To a lot of traditional teachers, the thumb is an abomination. But obviously I don't agree with that. So just, you know, start using your thumb. It might feel a little weird at first if you're not used to it, but you'll get used to it, trust me. So, and it makes playing chords easier. It really does. So so that's the home chord, right? And then you got that chord. So basically, from the home chord, your ring finger stays where it is, okay? It doesn't move. And you put your index finger on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret, right there. And then you put your thumb over the 2nd fret of the top string, the 6th string. Hold on. Let me plug in my laptop. Hold on. Sorry, guys. So you got the okay, so over the top string, right? And that's the 2nd chord. And you put it over, right? And then the tip of your thumb actually is going to be touching but not pressing on the 5th string. And it's muting it. And that's fine. We don't need to hear that one. So keep that in mind. And perhaps the bottom string will be muted too, because of your, depending on how you place your middle finger right here. Oh no, your ring finger. So just keep that in mind. So you got the home chord. And then you got those two. So basically, your ring finger is not moving at all yet. So after the 2nd chord, you're just gonna put your middle finger over the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and again, the this lower portion of your middle finger, of the tip of your middle finger, is also touching but not pressing on the 5th string, so it's going to be muted, and that's fine. So 2nd chord, 3rd chord, the one I just showed you, and take off your middle finger and then put your index finger on the 2nd fret on the 5th string. And this time the 4th string is going to be muted because this finger is going to be touching it a little bit, but it's not pressing on it. Keep that in mind. That's fine. So you got 4 chords already for that verse. And then you got your ring finger still there. And then after that 4th chord, it's just going to be, so you're going to put your middle finger right there on the 5th string on the 3rd fret. And then your index finger, wait, this is your middle finger, right? On the 3rd fret, 5th string, and then your index finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. So, and remember your ring finger is still there, right there, where it is, okay? And then that's the 5th chord. Hold on, so let's play it all, so. Yeah. And then, now the last chord is, you're gonna take off your ring finger and just move these 2 fingers down 1 fret each, so just move them down 1 fret. And that's the last chord. So in total you got, and then you go back to the home chord. And now it just repeats from there. And when he sings, and you held this letter, probably got excited, but there's nothing else inside it. Let's try to sing that. I don't know how to sing, but. And you held this letter, probably got excited, but there's nothing else inside. Oh, okay. Actually, what I just taught you, the progression of chords, he's going to repeat it 3 times. So, let's see. Hold on a moment. Practice those chords for now. Hold on. Okay, so let's get back to it. All right. Anyways, so he's singing at the beginning, I'm writing you to catch you up on places I've been. And that's right, study the lyrics and the song so you know when to change. Get what I mean? And you how this letter probably got excited, but there's nothing else inside it. He repeats it. He repeats that progression, but halfways. Okay? So let's do that. And you held this letter, probably got excited, but there's nothing else inside it. He stops right there at this chord. When your index finger's on the 5th string, and it's muting the 4th string on the 2nd fret. And he stops right there. Now he plays another progression in the what do you call it? Let's say the pre-chorus, okay? So let's do it again. And you it's gonna be a kind of a long tutorial, but it's gonna be worth it, trust me. And you held this letter, probably got excited, but there's nothing else inside. Didn't have and actually he goes to the next chord of that progression, which is when your fingers are right here, before you move them down like that. Remember? He goes to that chord, but he's gonna play something. He's gonna play a different progression after that chord. This is a form of a C. Okay, so just remember that. So you got probably, but there's nothing else inside. Didn't have a and you're still gonna be you're gonna be changing these chords pretty fast, even right here in the pre-chorus. Didn't have a camera by myself this time, and then he repeats it again. Hoping I would see the world through both my eyes, and again, maybe I will tell you all about it when let's hold on. So he's gonna repeat that 3 times, starting with this chord, the C, like I told you. Didn't have a camera by myself this time. It's just gonna be those. How many? Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So the first one is C, and some of these chords are chords you already played, but they're just in a different order. You get it? So C. The next one is right here again, where your middle finger is over the 3rd fret of the top string. So didn't have a camera. That's and then so didn't have a camera. So didn't have a camera. And remember this chord, where your thumb's over the 2nd fret and your of the top string, and your index finger is right there on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and your ring finger is not moving again either, not yet. So your ring finger stays where it is. So you got didn't have a camera, and then this chord with your thumbs over the 2nd fret, bye, and then back to the C, that first chord for this pre-chorus section. So you got didn't have a camera, bye, back to C, bye, and then he plays a variation of an F. So didn't have a camera by mine, and obviously you're strumming this. I'm just showing you the chords. Didn't have a camera by myself this time. So you got those 4, and then the F, like I said. And this one, you're gonna put your thumb over the 1st fret of the top string. Then you're gonna put your index finger on the 2nd string on the 1st fret, and then just your ring finger on the 4th string. 4th string on the 3rd fret, and just those 3. Your middle finger is not being used, okay? And so you got it should sound like this. And remember this 5th string is muted again because of your thumb. You can barely hear it. So sorry. It should sound like that. Remember, the camera, it might look like my middle finger is being used, but it's not. So you got those 5. So sorry. Didn't have a camera by myself this time. And you repeat those again. Hoping I would see the world through both my eyes. Again. And then, so maybe I would tell you all about it when I'm in the mood. Right there, when I'm in the... we're going back, all the way back to the home chord. Remember that E minor 7? So you got that. When I'm in... And take notes too, as we go along. Or just go back, rewind the video. But anyways, when I'm... Maybe I would tell you all the F about it when I'm in the mood to lose my way. So when I lose my way with words. Okay, so you play that E minor 7 again when I'm in So maybe I would tell you all about it when I'm in the mood to lose. When he says lose, you're gonna put your index finger on the third string, actually, on the second fret, and then your middle finger on the second string on the third fret. So third fret, middle finger, second fret, index finger. When I lose, and then when he says my, you're just gonna move your index finger up one string, and that's it. When I lose my, and then way, when he says way, you're gonna put your index finger back where it was, and then just add your ring finger on the fourth string on the fourth fret, right there. So when I lose my way with words, and then he goes back to the home chord, and then he does that little intro progression again. So and then the second verse starts and he repeats the whole thing again, like literally the whole thing again. Now when he goes to the pre-chorus, though, now that's where after that the chorus begins, which is the part where he sings, when I'm in the mood to lose my way, but let me say you should have seen, that part, that sunrise. And actually that last part of the, where it says when I'm in the mood to, it's going to be different. It's not going to be that, what I just showed you right now, lose my way. It's not going to be that. It's going to be something different. But it does start with the E minor, when I'm in the mood, the E minor 7. So let's go back to it. So he does, maybe I would tell you all about it when I'm in the E minor, lose to, and then he plays that F again. Remember that F where your thumb is over the first fret and the index finger right there, and then your ring finger right there on the fourth string on the third fret. So when I'm in the mood to, in the F, lose my way, but and then that's one more chord, let me say you should, and then this last chord right here is so after the F, you're gonna move your thumb to the second fret now over the top string, and then you're just gonna play like a D7 down here. So that's your index finger stays where it is after the F. Sorry, hold on. After the F, your index finger stays there. Just move your thumb and then add your middle finger right there on the third string, second fret, and then your ring finger on the bottom string of the second fret too. So you got your thumb and then these three fingers right here. So okay, so when I lose my, when I'm in the mood to, the F, lose my way. Oops. So F, lose my way, but, and then that last chord, the D7-ish thing, D7, but let me say you should, and this is now the chorus. He starts off with the G. So, and the way we're gonna play the G, not like this. We're gonna do it like this with your thumb. So you don't have to use your thumb for this G. I guess you could use your middle finger, but I like to use my thumb. Anyways, your thumb's over the third fret of the top string, and then just on the bottom, your pinky's on the first string, on the third fret, the same fret. We're all on the same fret. And then your ring finger is right above your pinky on the second string. And again, the fifth string is muted because of your thumb. It would also be muted if you use your middle finger. So that's all good. Let me say you should have. And there's 4 chords to this chorus. So the first one is G. Let me say you should have. And then the second chord, that sunrise with your own eyes. That's the 4th chord. And then you repeat it. Brought me back to life. They're nice chords. Anyways, so the second chord after the G would be this. So it is this, actually. So you got your index finger right there on the 4th string, on the 3rd fret, and then the rest of your fingers are all going to be on the 5th fret. So your middle finger is going to be on the 5th fret, on the 5th string, and then your ring finger on the 3rd string, and then your pinky on the 2nd string of the 5th fret. And then your index finger is right here on the 3rd fret. So it should look like that. Should sound like that. So after the G, let me say you should have seen that sunrise. So, and then you got, and these two are pretty easy. You just got your on the 2nd string of the 1st fret, your index finger, and then your middle finger on the 4th string of the 2nd fret. And just those two. And then the last chord is your index finger on the 4th string of the 1st fret, and then your ring finger on the 2nd string on the 3rd fret. And just those two. So, and again the G. And then it repeats until it stops. So let's try to sing it. We should have seen that sunrise with your own eyes. It brought me back to life. You'll be with me next time I go outside. No more 3x5s. And then now you got the bridge. So this one's pretty cool. And he's just, it's a pretty good length of a bridge. So you got, so he goes at 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he does that for, on the count of 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He does that 8 times. So and that's really easy. It's back to the E minor, that home chord, but just have those 2 fingers right there. So those 2 fingers. Right? And then your pinky is just going to be like alternating, like hammering on, kind of like that. Your pinky's going to go on the, let's see, it's going to go on and off of the 4th string of the 4th fret. Like that. As you're playing the whole chord, so it's on and off. And then it starts going. Oh, today I finally, So your pinky, that pinky is not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop doing that on the 4th string, on the 4th fret. You're just gonna be changing. You're just gonna be adding and changing the other fingers. So your pinky's not gonna stop doing that. So keep that in mind. So After that count of 8 of that same E minor, he's gonna go again E minor. So 1, and then 2. Just put your thumb. Keep the E minor there, right here. Just put your thumb over the 2nd fret. So, and your pinky's still doing that. So 1, and then 2, and then the 3rd count. Just move your thumb over to the next fret, which is the 3rd fret. So all together you got 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 4th count, you're still right there on the 3rd fret. And then after that, you're gonna put your fingers like this, like a C. Remember the C? So your index finger's right there, 4th string, 2nd fret, and then your middle finger's right there on the 5th string, 3rd fret. So 1, 2, and then just move your fingers down 1 fret, and then 1, 2, and that's the last 4 counts for both of those chords. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and not the strum like that. I'm just showing you how. So let's go again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the last 4 counts, it's just 2 chords. That, and just drop down 1. But with your pinky doing that, so. And he does all that twice. So you repeat that whole measure again, the whole progression again. And we're back to the pre-chorus, the same chords. Oh, today I finally overcame, trying to fit the world inside a picture frame. Maybe I will tell you all about it when I'm in the mood to lose my way. But let me, and you know, the same thing. Let me say you should have seen that sunrise. Drop my pick because the final part is the little outro. So and actually this part I haven't got it quite down yet. It's not exactly like this, but I'll show you anyways. So it sounds like it, trust me, but it's not exactly. So okay. So just put your index finger right there on the 2nd string, 1st fret. Just that finger. Put your thumb on the 5th string, you know, and then put your middle finger on the 2nd string. So you go. So I go. So he goes both of them at the same time. So, and then again the 5th string. So, the 5th string, and then the 3rd string open. So do that. And then, so after that, and then, oh no, actually no, yeah, so after that, so the 2nd string, and then the 5th string. So and then you do the same thing again. Now just take off your the index finger and just do it. Use the same strings, but just play it again. So. So. Actually, wait. And actually at the end, play the top string. So, and then when you take off your index finger, instead of playing the 5th string at the end, just play the top string. So, and then you go, put your thumb over the 3rd fret on the top string. Then you're gonna play that, and then the 2nd string at the same time, and then again, but just put your index finger on the 2nd string of the 3rd fret. So, and then, so, and then this. Same arpeggio, same finger pick, but now you're gonna be using the bottom 2 strings instead of the 2nd and 3rd string. So now just put your index finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. So you got, and then put your ring finger on the 5th fret of the bottom string. So at the same time, the 5th string right here and the 2nd string, 5th string open, and then put your ring finger on the 5th fret of the bottom string. So, and then the 2nd string, and then 5th string open. So same time, and then 5th string, and then the 2nd string, and then the 5th string open. So all together you got. Wow. Kind of got the second one wrong. At the beginning it starts like that, and you're doing it the same, but actually, you know, when I say take off all your fingers and just do it like that, actually, you do the same thing, but you make sure your middle finger's on the 2nd string. I mean the 2nd fret on the 5th string. Just make sure, instead of playing it open like that, your middle finger's gonna be right there on the 5th string, 2nd fret. So, like I said, it's like, same thing. Now just have your middle finger there. And then again. Actually, it doesn't even matter. It sounds good both ways. And then for at last, it's. So you got 5th string, and then the 2nd string again at the same time. Your index finger's on the 1st fret on the 2nd string. So both, and then the 3rd string. So, and then again, and then do the same thing, but just have your middle finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret. But you're doing the same thing. So again, middle finger, and then move your middle finger up 1 fret to the 3rd fret, and then the 5th string and the 4th and the 3rd string together. So you got, and then move your middle finger up 1, and then hit the 4th string by itself. So hit the 4th string by itself, but make sure your index finger is on the 4th string, but on the 2nd fret. So you got, all together you got. So, and then index finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. So, and the last one is your middle finger and ring finger are on the 2nd fret, skipping a string in between. So your middle finger's right there and your ring finger's right there, and then your index finger's right there on the 1st fret, right here on the 4th string. So these two first, and then the middle one, and then the last chord is. Damn, that's a long guitar lesson. But it's worth it, trust me. I go really into detail. The last chord, hold on, is just these 2 strings. Right there, 5th string, 2nd fret, and then ring finger, 4th string, 4th fret. And just those 2 fingers, and the rest open. So all together. So. Okay, that was 42 minutes. Wow. But it might be one of the most detailed guitar lessons ever on YouTube, and I hope you guys learned it. Any constructive criticism, go ahead. Tell me what you guys think, and if you guys just want to say thank you, and tell me thank you. I like to hear those things, and hope you guys liked the lesson, and hopefully I do more John Mayer stuff soon. So see you guys later.